Can you see anything?
No.
No, it's just spinning round. I don't want to start yet in case I have to restart it again.
I cannot.
I'm just looking at the pit lane.
Yeah, same. No one's come out yet.
No, as in like it hasn't started. Like the session timer hasn't started.
Really? Yeah. I haven't. Qualifying, it's been on for a minute for me, but no one's left the pits.
Ah, right, here we go. Qualifying's just started for me.
What?
So I've got 18 minutes.
Yeah. Mine's just restarted now. Sorry.
Okay,
there you
17:50. Yeah, okay, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll start this properly now. So.
Happy days.
So welcome everybody to another week of PRL racing. Obviously, round 4 finds us around Austria at the Red Bull Ring. One massive change that myself and Ronan, my co-commentator here alongside me, have noticed that there is no Thomas this evening. So we're finally going to have a different winner, Ronan.
Yes, finally, competition. Thank God.
And all for 19 drives to battle it out for that. Comment from RN just saying there's rain 30 to 45 minutes into the race.
Oh?
How true that is, I'm not too sure. But, as I say, round 4 last week, Ronan, how do you think it went?
It was slightly more carnage than I expected, but there were some really great battles up at the top with El Matrico and who was it, Malthreats, and then as well as that in the mid pack as well, some fantastic battles. Mr. Cookie and who else? Pink Eye I think was in there too.
Yeah. Was it?
Some really good battles in the mid. So hopefully we get some more of that.
Was it China?
Yeah, it was China. Yes.
China. Oh God.
With the 11 or 12 DNFs we had there.
Yeah, it was hectic.
Yeah.
So before anybody kind of puts a time out, Ronan, winner of qualifying, who are you going with?
Oh, good question. Well, from talking earlier before the stream, it seems to me that there's a few contenders. So Mr. Cookie maybe, but I think possibly Pink Eye might be able to pivot this time. He's a great driver, he's showed it previously. There's also a few other great drivers, like Hazard's quite good there too. You have El Matrico who won the first race. So, but I think I'll stick with Pink Eye at the moment. Yeah.
I think maybe his teammate, someone we've not seen, obviously with the same tag, that hella high down in the AlphaTauri, it could quite possibly. If he's anything like his IRS counterpart, he could have some pace to contend with. But I think out of the people that we've seen, I think I'd like to see. We're gonna go with Emma. I can't remember. I don't know. Malthreats. I like Malthreats.
Okay.
Hopefully he can threaten that. We've got Hazard leaving the session.
Hopefully he's not good. 500 ping like last race.
No, hopefully not. But what I will do is, Cameron on the stream says, yeah, my teammate's going to pull mad strings in the Alpha, so he's bigging up his teammate. What I will do very quickly is I will just, obviously, as we previously discussed before the stream, I need to eat chili dogs. If you want to go ahead, I'll just, whatever you're commentating on, I'll follow. I am the cameraman.
Alright. Enjoy your chili dogs. Yeah, well, here we go. I'm in charge now. I am the captain. Okay. Whoa. Okay, Mr. Cookies has set a lap time 1 second faster than El Magico there. Probably his first lap there. That's unbelievable. 105.28 by Ransen there. I think we'll probably get into the 104s here coming towards the end of qualifying. 104.2s, 104.3s. But yeah, it's a really good start for Mr. Cookie there. He'll be quite happy with that first lap. FML Stinky Pinky, obviously that's what 121 there. He must have been on a slow lap, or maybe have spun out, or I'm unsure. Everyone making their first runs here. Nell's just coming across the finish line now. 105.1, just 1/10 behind Mr. Cookie there. That was a solid lap from him as well. Who else is out? MNZ here just coming across last corner onto the main straight. And he's got a 110. Oh, maybe he's made a few mistakes there during that lap, but he'll be looking to possibly do another lap there and try to get them lap times up a bit more. IRS Pink Eye as well, I think, on his fast lap, maybe. Coming up the main straight now. Big long main straight there coming out of turn 1. Plenty of opportunity for overtake during the race. Fantastic there. Oh, bit oversteer there for Pink Eye, a bit fast in the throttle, but nonetheless, good exit. Coming in this second straight now, 2 straights in a row, 2 DRS zones in a row, so plenty of opportunity around the first sector. Especially has again IRS Pink Eye just a bit too heavy on the throttle there. He's losing the back a little bit, but yeah, good lap so far. Kaderi then in sector 2 going slow. He's on a slow lap. That's okay. Pink Eye then coming around the last 2 corners, taking these corners quite well. On the main straight, that is Hazard there. He's just parked it on the grass. I think he might have had a bit of a spin. How has Pink Eye done? 105.3, not bad time for him. Hazard though, just a bit of a spin there in sector 2. He'll be looking to recover another lap. Kaderi now coming across the finish line now in a little second. Let's see how he got on. 121, a slow lap. It's another slow lap. Okay. Anybody else going another fast lap? That's our dead man going another fast lap there. I think so. Around the back straight. So far, not much of a change now to the top 3. There's 2.5 tenths, 3 tenths separating the top 3. So top 4, 5 even, top 5. 3 tenths separate in the top 5, so it's very, very close just at the moment. But whenever Mr. Cookie and with the top 4 come out, hopefully they'll be able to set some faster times now. Top 5 even. He's running to the pits. IRS Pink Eye. Sir Deadman on a fast lap, I think. Coming around, one into sector 3 now. Little bit. Didn't hit that apex just perfectly, but we'll see how good of a time he's able to do here. Oh, he's just busted into the pits. Getting a bit of bad luck here. I keep going to people that are pitting. Their Swindu though on a fast lap looks pretty quick at the moment. Let's see what time he can pull. No change, unfortunately, for Sir Swindu, but P10. Not bad. Anybody else? Hazard then, also on a fast lap it looks like. He has just come out of turn 2 there. Decent exit from him. Some drivers now on the route laps. Jimmy Jags, Simon Barsafan. Somebody has crashed and somebody has spun in sector 2, have they? Oh, it's Simon Barsafan, yep. And just coming out of turn 2, I think, maybe went a bit wide. But it's not the worst ever, considering there's around 10 minutes left. But El Magico then crossing the line, P6, not bad time from him. Hello, how were your chili dogs?
Oh, fucking banging. If I'm safe, it's because I fucking scrambled too fast. Just right on board with. I did my job staying with you pretty well there. Try to flick through people.
That's good.
Flicking through, pressing the triggers. Only my missus can be impressed. She's going to get lucky after the stream, but maybe not. It's hella high, obviously. Sticking it in P7. But a couple of drivers are still to kind of put their mark on this qualifying session. Cameron, obviously at the bottom, we saw in the stream earlier. He was on an outlap and waiting just for the track to clear up. It has cleared up, but he's got an invalidation.
He's went very wide there.
Yeah, he'll be resetting. And Joe, saw your comment. Yes, I'm alright, mate. The dog in me had to consume the food. Apologies. But we're back. Stinky Pinky now, he's one as well. Now everyone who's kind of set a banker lap, he's one of 3 drivers hoping to improve their times. Across the line, he's coming now 4.5 seconds quicker. It's looking, it's still not a great lap. Really needs to pull that Stinky Pinky out and get those tyres working. I think it was a soft lap out. I think it was the ERS deployment. Shows that he's not didn't have a great push on the previous lap. 3.7 seconds faster already. So that brings him around a 1 minute 9 flat. So he still needs to find another 3-4 seconds. Bit of a big ask though, Ronan, no?
Massively, yeah. 4 seconds, I mean, seems near impossible.
There, he's 6 seconds faster, so that 6 seconds is going to put him around a 1 minute 7, so it's not going to improve too much. Hopefully, he really went slow on a previous lap.
You'd hope so.
Oh, almost loses the back end round there, approaching the penultimate corner again. Back end wants to step out. Stinky keeps it in place and across the line for P15 with a 1.61. But Mr. Cookie sitting high on his pedestal with 7 minutes remaining.
1:05.0 it's a good time. It'll be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Although, how many laps has he set? He's only set 1 lap. That's the only lap that he's set in 10 minutes. So maybe he'll be able to get into the 104s possibly if he goes for another quick lap.
No, certainly with the tyres warming up, putting the rubber down on track.
Definitely.
If only it was 8 thousandths of a second faster, I would demand that he stayed in the pits and didn't change it, because the 105 flat would be the most satisfying thing.
Oh, there you go, into the 104s now with Nels 123, 104.955, just half a tenth quicker than Mr. Cookie, so Mr. Cookie will have to respond now. And he spun out in the last corner. That's so unfortunate for Mr. Cookie. Very, very unfortunate there, just a bit too much in the curb. Big spin, no damage though, luckily. Back on track straight away. Looking to do another quick lap here after he comes around again.
How long's left in the session? There's yellow flags on track, I can't see.
I think there might be 5 minutes left, maybe, if I can remember.
Just wondering if Mr. Cookie is worried about getting round again. It's just 5 minutes, I think he'll be fine. Getting round,
Yeah, 5 minutes.
in plenty of time anyway.
Mr. Cookie looks like he's been a bit hell. He's not. No, maybe he's not on a fast lap. It's all good. Is Mr. Cookie on a slow lap or a? He's going very, very fast. If it's a slow lap, that's all I'm saying.
I think he maybe will just be trying to get round into the pits as soon as possible. He's got no ERS and his fuel's flashing. Don't be excited. That no, be good. But then the Aston Martin's still going into the pits anyway.
Track limits do not apply to that man.
Yeah, who was it? Hazard or Jimmy Jags?
It was Hazard. No, track limits do not apply to Hazard.
Well, Kadiri, he's just lost it in that section. I think it's just the start of section 3, first, second corner. He's back on track. Stinky Pinky coming out of the pits. To have a go, I would say. For me, it'd be looking, I say people are quite happy with the laps at the minute. I'd probably sit. I know, predominantly in qualifying, I only normally do about 2 laps. Do one at the first, and then I'll save a set of softs for the race, if that is actually still a thing. But normally in Austria, I'd say with about 1 minute 30 left on the clock, that's when people should be flying out the pits as soon as possible.
100%, yeah. I mean, for the likes of there's a lot of time to be made up there in the mid pack. There's no difference between the 5th and 10th there. There's a tenth of a difference. I mean, one lap just getting half a tenth quicker, it puts you up 5 places.
There's
so
pretty much the whole grid within a second of each other between from 1st to 16th. It is just about a second. So anything can change late on in this qualifying. Stinky Pinky on a possible hot lap, choosing not to do it as of yet. I'm not too sure why people do this, Ronan. For me, yes, you're warming the tyres up for another lap, but surely that's just got you losing that first kind of hot lap of grip from the softs. If you see what I mean.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah, so once they come out of the pits, they're doing an extra lap.
Yeah.
Around. No, I totally agree with you. Yeah, there's very little life on those softs, so you really want to just use them as soon as possible before, as you said, getting that first to grip. Because they really don't last long, these softs. So
no, they don't.
And they'll warm up quite quickly as well, especially in the game. Like in real life, I think the tire model in F122 sucks ass.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it. I enjoyed the last game when you could qualify on mediums and it was actually like a viable strat.
You just can't do that.
No. You see somebody in mediums and qualifying and you just ridicule them.
Literally.
But still aboard a Stinky Pinky now. He's going to be looking to set a fast lap. A Ferrari in the way. Oh, it's Red Bull, sorry. Very late on the brakes. Stinky Pinky's just there or thereabouts his time from previous.
Lots of traffic on the track at the moment as well.
Yeah,
lots and lots of traffic.
Anybody still in the pits now has left it too late. Who's that coming out just in front of the Aston Martin? He is possibly going to be the last one to cut it close out in front of Hazard. Just a quick look, who is it? It's Pink Eye. Pink Eye's out, so I think Pink Eye, unless he slowed down a little bit too much on track there, I think he should be fine, to be fair. I think he is going to be the last one.
I think he'll just get it. He'll have to be quick though in this lap. But he will get it by about 15-20 seconds, I'd say so.
And I think that's Stinky Pinky going into P12 there.
Not much movement though.
No, but he is very close to his teammate in Sir Deadman. I think we've got another driver who was moving up the grid then. The Alfa Romeo of IRS Hella High and IRS Pink Eye both in 3 and 4. Locking up the second row on the grid.
Second row.
Got there. Look, Pink Eye now is across the line. You've got 18 seconds to spare, so there's plenty of time. Wonder if these Hasses coming round now, Kadiri and Malthreats are going to have time. 10 seconds remain. They're both on each other's gearboxes to get round in time. Kadiri was actually invalidated by trying to go too fast. Malthreats has managed to keep it going and he's across the line, so he'll be one of the last drivers to round us off. Cookie's finished for this evening. MNZ also. Nels is finished also. We've got the Ferraris. Simon Barsafan looking to move up the grid. No improvement from him. We've got Mercedes. Is it Trust Paul? He's invalidated. Ren's coming round. Behind him, T Doug. Where does Ren go? Ren's looking like he's going to stay P7. T Doug. Behind him goes B2. Sorry.
Oh,
so
look how close that is.
Sliding it by 1,000th of a second in front of Mr. Cookie. Here comes Pink Eye. He's a 10th. He's going to move. Pink Eye takes the lead. 104.845.
So close.
The very last driver across the line, I believe. Oh no, it's Malthreats. Sorry, Malthreats. Can he make a shake up for pole? He's a 10th up, so he's going to move up to maybe around P10 or 11. Yeah, crystal ball will work. P10 for Malthreats. He starts in a point scoring position. But Pink Eye takes us away. Deadman doing the pit animation, slowing us down.
Commentator's curse in reverse. Looks like my prediction was correct.
Yeah.
We got the double prediction there.
So there it is. Pink Eye in the Williams leads us away by only 0.03 of a second. T-Dug in P3 with Nels in front of him. P2, Nels very unlucky, held P1 for that qualifying session for quite a while, only to be stolen away by Pink Eye at the last. Mr. Cookie as well, he's very unfortunate. P1, 2, 3 and 4 separated by less than 0.2. It's going to be very close off the start there. Hella High in P5 from Magico, MNZ, Ren in P8, Sir Windu in P9, Malthreats, the last one to cross the line, rounding us off in P10 for the point scoring positions for the race. Trustpol in 11, Sir Deadman, Stinky Pinky, Hazard, Chrissy, Jimmy Jags, Simon Barsafan, Kadiri, and rounding us off is Twitch Cameron in the Alpha Tauri. He was just in the chat saying that the qualifying session wasn't his greatest. That was evident, but qualifying is irrelevant. If the 19 cars ahead of you don't finish, Cameron, you're winning the race. I'm actually intrigued if there's ever been a time where 19 drivers in a real F1 race have like crashed out and there's just been one guy going round.
That is, I wish we had one of those people that talked in our ears that would tell us all them stats.
Yeah.
Just tells us those things.
Like, if that happens, does that one person have to finish the race, as in go round lap by lap and complete the race? Or do the steward just be like, I can't, mate, you're the only one now. You win.
I assume when it goes to like a certain... When there's not many people on the track, they just like cancel the race and just like black flag the whole thing. If there's like less than like a certain number of people on the track, they just black flag it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I kind of want to just wrap my laptop out and just go on a mad Ask Jeeves spree. But that's the action. I say, Austria, it's not, for me, it's not one of the greatest tracks in the race calendar. The one thing that it does have, which I don't believe any other track has, is that really high intense strategy, Ronan, of the DRS chains. You've got obviously the one up the pit straight. No, there's not one up the pit straight, is there? Is there?
Is there?
From the exit of the last corner up the pit straight. There is one. There's
yes,
definitely
there is.
one.
It's 3 straights in a row, so there's the pit. Yeah.
From up the pit straight, then obviously out the exit of 1, then on from the exit of 2 into turn 3 as well. But it brings the dilemma of when do you make your move.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be quite a few late lunges, I'd say, going up into turn 1, most definitely. Drivers have to be very aware, I think, coming into turn 1, watching for people on their right, diving up the inside of them, which is most definitely going to happen.
Yeah, we commentated in a race in Jeddah the other week, and I don't know why, but we stupidly started the stream thinking that there was going to be no incidents. Boys can remain respectful. As I say, turn 1, don't be stupid. Turn 1, red flag.
Do you see IRS Pink Eye doing 360s?
yeah. It's an attempt at getting those tyres as warm as possible.
That's a good strategy there.
I think they're locked in though. I think from the moment that somebody goes AI, I think that they're locked in. I'm not too sure, but I see a couple of people not meeting the grid slots there, trying to get a little bit too much of an advantage. I'm just waiting for Twitch Cameron now to round us off into his grid slot.
On the softs?
Yeah, so he's going to have a really aggressive start, but the 4-5 lights are out. And I'm going to wait for them to go away. There's a little bit of a delay. And we're finally off. We've got Hella High. Almost may have stole the car there. But Hella High's dropped down all the way to the back of the pack in P17, 16 now, absolute carnage into 1. Hazard's down 4 places. But the big loser is Hella High. But speaking of Hella High, he's making 2-3 positions up into the move of turn 2. We've got a McLaren going a very, very wide and stinky pinky. Jimmy Jag's in all sorts of trouble there. A McLaren and AlphaTauri sandwich. Hella High now just can't get the move done on Stinky and Jimmy Jag's. Jimmy Jag's going extremely deep there in turn 3. But Ronan, I think I'm safe in speaking. We've got 2 AlphaTauri teams going side by side here, but all drivers are racing, all competitively, within a second of each other, and we've almost had a lap gone.
It's amazing. There's been no one's crashed. There's been no safety car, no yellow flags so far.
Nearly in sector 3. About got a lap done.
Cameron on the softs has made no places up so far, and he's ran out of all of his ARS as well. What has he been doing back there?
He's
nothing much.
No, he's obliterating. He's got it stuck on. Ronan, he's wait, he's taking it off. He might have heard us there. Oh no, sorry, Kadiri disqualified.
For what?
I'm not sure. Can you have a look on the race director?
Yeah.
Chrissy at the rear, he's making a move past Hazard into P16, up and down the grid. People are so close to each other. Malthreats and MNZ really close, and Ren and T-Dug really close. Magico and Nels really. Everyone is just so close.
See. Qualified. It's not telling me why he's been disqualified.
I saw Hella High almost stalled the car on the line. Oh, we've just been riding over Malthreats. He's lost it on the last corner. And don't do that, Mal. That was touchy, squeaky one time.
FML Stinky Pinky's like
oh my god,
we've
got a massive collision in turn 1. Trust Paul, Simon and Jimmy Jags all around. 3 cars. Somehow Malthreats has come through the trio of cars spewing across turn 1. And he's gone up a couple of places. So with all these cars being so close to each other, we're bound to see some touches. T-Dug and RN still battling out. Simon and Jimmy Jags going neck and neck, wheel to wheel, a bashing each wheel. Jimmy Jags again going so deep into that same corner.
Lots and lots of contact there.
Fending off the drivers from behind. Twitch Cameron has heeded your advice about not getting anywhere on the softs and has now jumped up to P13, Ronan.
He really needs to make use of those softs. They'll go, as I was saying earlier, they go off so quickly. Like if he's going to use the strategy on the softs, he needs to be going off the pack as quick as lightning.
Yeah, Jimmy Jags going into the pit. I think he's sustained some damage between that little battle between Simon and Trustpaul. But here comes
no wonder
Trustpaul. I call him Trustpaul.
Trustpool.
Yeah, I know. I can see. I'm English. Hazard and Chrissy going side by side on the exit of 2. Down now the DRS straight into 3. Chrissy has got the DRS. No, Hazard's got it, sorry. Chrissy's going to have to burn his ERS to keep him off. Oh, and a little bit of contact almost. Hazard on the longer life tyre. Chrissy looking to make use of those mediums as fast as possible. But Ronan, 4 laps into the race and we've got Pink Eye leading us away on the hard tyres. So as it stands, Cookie's not managed to make any move towards him on the superior mediums, and it doesn't look like he's even going to close. No, he's not. It's just the gap's extended now, Pink Eye. So I'm not going to say it just yet, but strategy in play with no safety cars. This could be Pink Eye's race already.
Watch for Nels coming up the inside there. Mr. Cookie gives him lots of space.
Nels is going to
keeps the position.
Come back at him though. See, with the, it's funny because with the lap around what is a 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, something like that. There's about 35 seconds of DRS usage on the track, so a good 50% of the track is with DRS wide open.
Yeah.
So that could be a reason why there's so many kind of mini battles going on at the moment. Just drivers not being able to pull away from one another.
This Nal's been so close behind Mr. Cookie is not going to help Cookie try to catch up the pink guy here. It's definitely going to hinder his lap times quite significantly, so the next few laps or so, if Mr. Cookie can't shake off Nels here, pink guy's just going to sail away.
Yeah, extend that gap ever more and take what I would believe. And we just actually riding on board with MNZ there. I bent down to pick a roach up. Oh, and MNZ forcing Hazard on the grass.
That was very close. That was almost a death on track.
Yeah, that would have been a very severe collision. MNZ going side by side with Malfretz. Mal down the inside, securing that position. Trust pull, securing one round Simon in the same corner. But Kadiri and Jimmy Jags, they're going out at the back. No, sorry, Stinky Pinky and Jimmy Jags. Kadiri's already gone. Stinky Pinky just abusing the track limits, quite plain and simply there.
Is that his second
That's
penalty?
It is. No, Jimmy Jags has got 3 seconds. Stinky Pinky got 3. So Window and Twitch Camera got 5. I think they just got them into consecutive corners, both of them. So it looked like one of them had 2.
Ren is very close behind El Magico here, 0.3 of a second. I don't think he has the straight line speed though coming up to this corner to be able to get him. No. Still though, 0.3 behind. If he can try to get a good exit coming out of this corner, he might notice. Not the best exit there from Ren. He's lost a good 0.2 of a second on that exit, unfortunately. So he'll not be able to make any moves this lap, fortunately.
Cookie being in P2 and the only one, essentially what I like to call the head of the snake, is he's going to be getting eaten up by Nels, but he's just extending that gap through the end of sector 2 and the whole of 3. It shows Nels is probably using that he's not actually looking at Cookie. 75% ERS. Plenty to play with. And
El Magico very close behind him as well. He's got 73% ERS as well.
Yeah.
So we could be seeing a move from El Magico this lap. Possibly. Using some of that ERS as well, he might be able to get the move done here. He's very close behind, pulling out to the right. Lots and lots of speed. And he has got the place there from Nels, is up into 3rd now, so
Nels will come back in with that slipstream, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
He'll have to make a big late dive down here. No, he's not able to. Magico defends very well there, making himself as wide as possible.
Wonderful.
Going into that corner.
Yeah. Just stuck it in the middle of the track.
Yeah. Just made himself so wide there.
Girthy is the term.
Very, very girthy indeed. He's a wide boy.
He's a thick boy. That's a racing.
Anyway.
Yeah, as you were saying.
There's some very close battles there between 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. They're all quite close behind each other at the moment. So battle for 3rd in play at the moment. Ren quite close behind, but does not have the straight line speed again to be able to get any overtakes on Nels, unless Nels goes wide and Ren just takes the place.
Oh, and Nels is...
And he's spun!
Just the front wing though. Just the front wing is off.
Don't go into the middle of the track. don't do that.
Have to wait for Hazard to come past. I think he had a little bit of time in between Hazard and Sir Windu.
He's got himself onto the grass.
Yeah.
He needs to go now. Nels' race is most definitely over after P2. Was it P2 in qualifying?
Yeah, thrown away almost there.
just far too aggressive coming out of that. He went wide and just got excited once he went wide and just spun out, unfortunately, and then that was it. Race over.
Bar in a safety car, Ronan. Don't forget.
Oh, his race is over.
Almost
right now.
over. Yeah. Yeah, the flag's
Someone.
in.
Oh,
That's
Cameron
an
in the
AlphaTauri.
wall. That's like he's just hit the wall somehow. I don't know how he's done that, but
Almost gone straight on there, but not managed to lose a wing or anything. So he's still moving. Nels after that, still in P14 though, so it's not essentially over.
he lose a place or two when he's in the pits. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot you to go in the pits.
yeah. Lack of front wing, unfortunately. So you're required to.
But Ren's actually dropped off El Magico now. So there's two battles. Pink Eye's just cruising along at the front. Cookie is having to defend from Magico, not too aggressive though. Ren
Not
defending from T-Dug and Sir Deadman. From hella high after his hella weird start. He's down 2 places from his grid spot. In P5, we saw him drop down to P17 almost instantaneously.
Mr. Cookie here is busy like a sitting duck. At the moment, he's Mazurgo's got tons of ERS within DRS range. Well, Mr. Cookie is not in DRS range at Pink Eye, so it seems to me like only a matter of time before Mazurgo's able to get past him, to be honest.
And he's using
the next
DRS
lap.
defensively, just on the exits of the corners where Magico has that DRS. He is just kind of bursting it just on the exits to give him that little bit of push out the corners. It seems to be doing in the world of good because from the last couple of laps, damage isn't turned off. It can't be. We've seen somebody with
It's just reduced.
Yeah, people had wings off, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, damage is definitely on. Don't say that to me, Joe! Give me nightmares.
Cameron is complaining about his setup. Maybe just not the perfect setup for this race at the moment. Very unfortunate. Well, hopefully this will... And he's just slowed way down. That everyone, maybe just the front runners past him.
The session.
Rest in peace, Sir Windu. Maybe just a bit of lag or disconnect. And Sir Windu has just hit some of the front runners, has he? Yeah. Cameron just hit a couple of the front runners there when he was trying to let them pass. He's the contact. That is very unfortunate for Cameron.
Cookie now in all sorts of danger from behind from El Magico now. Jimmy Jack 3 seconds down in P16 in the Aston Martin. Hazard though keeps coughing up in these races that were commentated on. Seems to do relatively well at 6 places. Question is now though, is he going to be able to go to the end on those hards? He's going to have to do about 35 laps on them, 34 laps on them maybe.
Who's this? Hazard?
Yeah.
That'll be tough order, so it will, I think, for Hazard. And Cameron's retired as well.
That's in the
It
pits.
makes sense.
Speak of the devil, and he shall get a time penalty. Hazard 3 seconds. Sorry.
It's quite easy to break track limits at this track, I think, especially coming into the last corner. Really easy just to
I
go over track
agree.
limits.
I think the first corners are incredibly hard. If you cut it the first corner of the apex too much and it sends you over that curb on the left hand side, you're getting a warning. I think Austria and Australia are 2 really bad tracks for me with track limits, but prior to that, the single most worst track for track limits for me was Russia.
Russia, yeah, I remember when that was
Fucking awful.
It's because you could just run off so easily. It was so easy just to run off track limits. Because there was no curbs or nothing. You just run off and then that was you finished.
Yeah, because like oh, we got Chrissy out. Chrissy's bought a safety car. No, virtual. Yes.
What has he done there?
I'm not sure. MNZ right on board with him. He's lost it. He's lost it on the exit, middle section of sector 3. Just this left-hander now. MNZ.
Oh, I see him now. Yeah. How is it? Oh, he's hit right into the wall. He must have been flying. That would have been hard to do that. It's a virtual safety car, is it?
It is. Yeah. There's no yellow dot on the big screen, so it is just a virtual. No full safety car. Obviously, the safety car settings are on reduced. I think obviously under standard safety car settings, that would have brought out a full safety car.
Stinky Pinky just burst into the pits.
Yeah, on that 10 lap old hards, maybe he's thinking about 23 laps on mediums. I think that's too much of a stretch.
Yeah,
We've not a second.
I agree.
It's not a second pair of hards. I don't know what he's doing, but I mean, maybe a safety car may come in. Who knows? Trust pool.
That's
he's
very
got to drive
unfortunate.
through, and it's not even coming in yet. Now it is. So I don't know if the gap was that before, but that pink eye is now 2.5 seconds ahead.
I think he gained about 2-3 tenths maybe during that safety car. Maybe
coming into play there then. Magico though, still all over the back of Cookie.
Using his ERS now. Will he dive down here? Oh nope, he's backed out there. I would have been a great move there if he was able to pull that off, but
for me, you make the overtake in the second DRS section, going up the hill, and then you use ERS to defend down the hill, and then once you've done that, you've got obviously the third section of the track with no DRS kind of speed away from the guy behind, hopefully. Something Cookie's not managing to do as of yet.
Looks like Tay-Dog's caught Ren quite a bit now. He's 3 tenths behind him. He got a good exit there out of the last corner there. He's catching up. I think he might be able to take him here if he's able on the hill, possibly if he gets a good exit. He's not using his ERS.
No, Ren's.
He's using it now though.
Ren's depleted his though, very much so.
Tay-Dog making the move. There you go.
Down the inside, still very clean though.
Just ran with that superior.
And Sir Deadman's weaving all over the back of them, looking to get through.
Where's Sir Deadman? Oh
my
goodness.
Is it Sir Deadman or is it the Laps car of Stinky Pinky? Who's in front?
I'm not sure.
Deadman. Deadman's the car in front. There's a little bit of contact between Deadman and Ren. Stinky Pinky just sitting behind his teammate, hoping to unlap himself.
1 lap behind all of them, unfortunately. He's got 100% ERS though.
Yeah, if I can set to that's the Alfa Romeo. So Windu and Barca fan going neck and neck. Deadman's coming into the pits now. Those 15 lap old mediums just not quite cutting it at this point in the race.
Al Magico very, very close behind Mr. Cookie now, looking to make the move, goes past him. There's now a full car length ahead into the second corner and has made the move, I think. Now, will Mr. Cookie be able to make the comeback here down the hill? I don't think so. I don't think he might be able to if he makes a late move.
Oh, he's going to squeeze that Alpine down the inside of the Red Bull. They're still side by side, but the Red Bull's going to have the superior line through here. The Alpine looking for the switchback. The traction on that curb is so precarious. Be very careful. Cookie still just licking the winnets of Magico. Magico unable to escape the jaws of the Cookie Monster. Here he is on another onslaught, but the Cookie Monster just had to let go. I'm not sure if you saw it there, Ronan. A little bit of a wiggle up the penultimate corner. Ren jumping into the pits now on the medium.
Mr. Cookie with a 3-second penalty. That's going to ruin his chances. He will be kicking himself now after that. So that's going to be vital for in his battle for a podium spot here. And 3 seconds is just... It's a lot. It is a lot.
It is, especially with how close these drivers have been racing for 18 laps, or 50% of the race pretty much. Magico going extremely deep. Tell you what, they're on in that corner, down into the third DRS. It's catching a lot of drivers out late on the braking. We've seen Jimmy Jags go extremely deep a couple of laps ago there, had numerous times. Magico seeing fit in there. Magico just clipping the apex on the right hand side there, coming into the last two corners, almost losing that Red Bull on its home race. Obviously so far, I think if it finishes as is right now, Red Bull will be the constructors winners for this race, being in 2 and 4.
Mr. Cookie they might want to be making a go here, and Mr. Cookie at El Magico here. He's got the DRS, not using his ERS though, maybe saving it a little bit. Decided not to make the move there.
I think he's going to go
very
for the
close
move down here.
He's very close behind El Magico here. He will definitely make the move here. He's got a fantastic exit.
Yeah, Cookie, that was brilliant. Cookie, I think Cookie realised there if he'd sent it into turn 2 and not come out on top, he was going to leave himself open. For the comeback from Magico, and thought I'll hold back, and then say, as you saw, such a much better exit from turn 2 down into the third DRS section, and the move completed. So Cookie up into P2, leaving the Red Bulls in P3 and 4. Magico half a second behind. Wonder if we were seeing Magico hold Cookie up a little bit. It's so hard to tell.
He's really going to have to get away. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
I was just going to say, it's so hard to tell kind of a real pace of a driver, because I find the majority of the time, especially around Austria with half a lap being on the DRS, you just kind of are as fast as the person in front of you, really, for half a lap.
Ren is on the softs. This is an interesting strategy.
They definitely won't be lasting, and they'll be at puncher point, I would say, before the races end. Hazard making them move down the inside, and Mal threats, but Mal just making that Haas extremely wide. Aston Martin not managing to sling it up the inside, nor down the hill into the third corner. Hazard is going to live to fight another game with yellow flag in sector 2. That's an Alpha Tauri. Is it hella high? It is. IRS is round. Mal threats though. I'm just looking at Mal, Cookie and Magico. All on 19 lap old medium tyres, Ronan. Medium tyres.
Ooh, they're going to start suffering. They would have started suffering, because I'd say their tyres are very dead at the moment. So they're going to have to pit. So I'd say as soon as El Magico pits, the other two will just bust in with him.
So looking up and down there, I just wondered who's actually stopped at this point. Who's got the provisional lead of the race? How long, I guess, is a pit stop, do you reckon, around Austria?
It's a short one. It's a very short one. 21 seconds, maybe 22 seconds. I'm not sure.
So we've got Ren on the so Ren, it's not going to work for Ren then.
No, definitely not. I don't know why he's put on the softs.
Deadman's on the mediums. He's 20 seconds, 20.8 seconds behind the leader. So just depends how long the pit stop. I think it is. I think it benefits you. I think it's shorter than 20 seconds, because you skip the first corner out, don't you?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of the first corner out.
You do. It's a very short pit stop. It's 20 some, early 20s, I think. It's like Rand's about to make the move here, and Mal threats on the softs.
Yeah, I think have we got Stinky Pinky flying down the insides of the likes of Magico and Cookie? We have.
Is he not lapped?
He's a lapped car. I mean, by all means, the lapped cars can unlap themselves, and from the looks of it, he's got the pace to do so, just providing he doesn't fuck anyone else's race up in the meantime.
Mr. Cookie looks like he's defending against Stinky Pinky.
Thing is, it's another car between him and Magico, though.
He's gonna end up wrecking somebody, Stinky Pinky, if he keeps this up.
And this, by the way, I think that battle between when Stinky Pinky overtook Magico, look at the gap between him and his teammate now, two Red Bulls. Really close on track now, using DRS against each other. Another thing as well, though, is look at how close all these cars are now.
And you've just got Stinky Pinky just like stuck in
There's
the middle.
Another one, is that Sir Windu? So Sir Windu and Stinky Pinky are fighting whilst being lapped in the middle of the leaders.
I respected that. That is the Latifi spec right there.
Oh, that and more. Ren down the inside of Hazard, finally making them soft work for him. Going up into P6 now.
Stinky Pinky is trying desperately to unlap himself here. Desperately.
I'm looking at El Badgico and I'm like, that's a fucking McLaren, but the grid's telling me Mr. Cookie's ahead in a Williams.
Yeah.
What? Oh, in Alpine.
Oh, he spun out! He spun out!
Is that Stinky Pinky?
Yeah, Stinky Pinky spun out, yeah. Fair play, Stinky Pinky, you tried your best.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be getting himself back up to the grid now.
No. Pooted well, though. He'll have to pit here because he's definitely got front wing damage, I think.
The gap now. We've got rain, Ronan. Ronan,
we do.
Ronan, it's raining! That's the softs, that's what we said in the stream. We had a comment, didn't we, in the stream saying it was going to rain in 30 to 45 minutes.
How do you know that? Who said that? How did they know that? It was him, it was Ren that said that, and he's just put this up. How did you know that, Ren? How? Tell me, how did you know that?
It says as drivers, doesn't it? You can see in the predictions. Just us as the commentators can't see it.
Ren is a genius. Ren, fair play, Ren. What a smart man. He has put himself up so many places there by putting on those softs.
Now, Ronan, have we seen the DRS deactivated? Because I'm wondering if these gents are just jumping too soon.
I haven't seen it.
Try and see if it's still open. T-Dug. This three-way, but unless they're all going to come into the pits now.
Everyone looks like they're busting into the pits now.
Magic. T-Dug isn't. T-Dug's staying out. This is what I was thinking. No, look, the DRS is still wide open. So for me, until that DRS becomes deactivated, it still dries.
There's been so many people in the pits now. So many people putting on inters at the moment. There's the DRS disabled there now.
Yeah,
Ren saying big mistake. I think it's a big mistake there. He's went another lap. He should have. He couldn't have known anyway that the DRS was just going to get disabled. But Ren on the softs, it's getting quite well out there. He just best be careful.
7 laps as well. Those softs will be coming to the life's end. Mal threats.
What? Block the pit lane? What's he done?
I'm not
a strange one.
I'm not too sure. At least it's not a crash in the pit lane.
No.
Very strange.
That's never ideal.
2 DNFs and 2 DSQs. Does Pink Eye, the leader, diving into the pits now.
It's going to start getting very slippery out there for those slicks users at the moment.
So
very slippery.
Cookie's the race leader essentially. He's having pitted. He's going to come out definitely behind Pink Eye. Where's T-Dug going to come out? Cookie bringing El Magico, his teammate, the teammate of T-Dug, sorry, through hella high into the pits as well. T-Dug, where does he come out? Here, as you can see in the back right, come the Alpine and Magico. So that extra lap appears like it's not paid dividends for T-Dug. He is still back behind his teammate. All the grid now out onto the intermediate tyres. We've got yellow flags, MNZ tyres. That's a full safety car.
There's a safety car, right? S is going to change things now. I wonder how he's done that. Where is he crashed?
He's retired on track.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's illegal, because if you go back and, this is purely for Joe's benefit, Joe, if you go back and watch the stream, he retired He DNF. Oh no, he didn't even do. I'm not sure because it looked like he retired from the session, and then his car moved, which led me to indicate that he is still an active car. I don't know. Maybe I might
I'm
just trying to
unsure.
get. I might just try to drop him in something that he didn't do, but and it's not a full safety car. It's virtual.
Oh, they
It's a
really don't
virtual
like the
again.
full safety car, yeah.
No,
That's a second virtual.
it's reduced safety car, isn't it? That's why they tend to bring out reduced more often than not.
I think MNZ must have been an active driver because it's just that he's just left the session there now, so possibly, I'm not sure. So, I'm really not.
Something to have a, for the stewards to have a look at, possibly. We'll see.
Yes, indeed. El Madrigo's very close behind Mr. Cookie now on the restart. How much ARS has he got? He's got plenty. So El Madrigo has plenty of ARS, as does Mr. Cookie though.
They both do. I mean, no one has more than Pink Eye.
Does he have 100%? Does he? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Respect to Pink Eye, dominated this race. Did well.
Do you know what? We fucked this race. We wished pre lobby, didn't we? Pre-stream that someone else except Thomas won it.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, Thomas didn't show. And now we've got Pink Eye running the show, so maybe we made a mistake in wishing Thomas away.
Maybe, possibly. Yellow flag there in sector 3. That is IRS who spun hella high, spun in the pit lane. What's he pitting for? He must have damage.
Must have damage at this point. Wets. Yeah.
Full wets is he putting on, is he? No, he's not.
No.
He's not.
A fresh set of intermediates with no wing change.
That is very strange. Wonder what that's about.
Although I'm sure they changed his wing. I don't know what I'm seeing tonight, Ronan. I'm not sure.
No. Neither do I. He was very quick in that pit lane. I don't really understand.
It looked like they took the. Were you watching him?
I watched him go in. I didn't watch him in the pit lane, but he was in and out very quick, so I would assume that he didn't get a wing change.
No, it literally says there's no repairs, and he went from intermediates to intermediates.
Weird. Maybe just maybe he intended to go in to get his wing changed, but the guards decided differently.
It was on auto.
That's happened to me quite a few times when playing this game.
It's such a stupid feature.
Yeah, just thrown my controller out my window.
If my car isn't 100%, I want to bring it into the pits, and you can do, as a pit crew, your fucking utmost to repair it now.
Exactly.
Like, I think they should bring back the days of F1 where you had to go and refuel your car.
Refueling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refueling, like, mishaps in F1 was, like, fun. They were funny. Cause
yeah, they were.
It just fucked everything up.
Fuel lines, like, coming out of the cars and stuff. The cars have, like jumped too early, and you've just, like, fuel spilling out of the cars and the line on the side of the car, and shit going on fire and all. That's wild.
I was watching, like, top, like, F1 mishaps, and that was one of them. And then the other one, which I thought was really funny, was the one where I think the pit lane was closed and Vettel was, like, at the end of the pit lane waiting for the green light, and Hamilton went and slammed into the back of him, and then someone went into the back of Hamilton.
I haven't seen that one, actually. What year was that?
I don't know, you know. I'd be interested to find out what it is.
Was Hamilton at Mercedes, or was he at McLaren?
He was old school Vodafone McLaren, I think.
Must have been like maybe 09 or something, I don't know. 2010, not sure. So anyway,
I've just googled it. What?
What is it?
I think it was. I can't even find out who it is. I'm really intrigued. Like, it's one of those things I've got to find out now.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Trustpool's looking to make a move here, and Simon Barsafan up the inside of turn 2 there, and he's just made the move there, but he's pushed Simon Barsafan a bit wide there. In
already have the camera on him.
In turn 2. All good. Apart from that, there's no real battles going on apart from these two for P9.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be quite separated at the moment.
Because
really just them two.
The other pit lane incident was when he beached it in China, and that was 2007, wasn't it? When they had the gravel trap.
Yes, I remember that.
That one was funny.
I think we talked about that last week. Actually.
Yeah, we did. It is Canada 2008.
Yeah.
It's Kimi Räikkönen.
Oh.
It's Kimi Räikkönen.
Of course it's Kimi Räikkönen.
Steering wheel! Give me the
wheel! Where is my wheel?
He's just... I'd love to go on holiday with him. It'd be such a fucking laugh.
Yeah, actually, it seems like some crack, like some banter, like.
There's a conference and there's Hamilton and they're all making jokes, and Hamilton's just like, oh yeah, we don't all go too crazy, not like Kimi, and everyone looks at Kimi and Kimi just doesn't say anything, just takes a sip of his water bottle, goes yes.
But see the thing is, right? He's so different off track to out of Formula 1. He's an absolute animal whenever he's like out and stuff. He gets loaded whenever he goes out, and he's really loud and obnoxious and stuff whenever he's drunk. But obviously it's the complete opposite when he's like at his job.
Hasn't he done a book or something recently? Because I'm sure there was like a load of facts.
I think he did.
It was something like he got like ridiculously pissed or something and like got arrested, and the Saudi prince or something bailed him out, or like it's just some top stories.
He's a nutter. He really is. Family man now though. Or Simon Barsafan just went way out of track limits there. Just went really deep into turn 1. Must have hit that big curb. Went really wide, but very calm at the moment. This is new.
I think the weather's causing quite a bit of issues with people.
Yeah, no one can really catch up to the other person. Really, it's settled in, really. The trust pool has got a really big gap now between Simon Barsafan, 2.5 seconds, so that battle is over at the moment. A magical 1.5 seconds, just unable to make... Who is that? Why are they so close? Wait, hold up. What? Oh, that's a lap driver. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
that's Jimmy Jags. I was confused there.
Lots of cars. Forever confusing in PRL, but with only 4 laps remaining. 4 laps. I always get confused. It's not 3. It's 4. It's 4. 4 laps remaining
4.
here
Aye.
in PRL. Obviously, action packed at the start. With this weather coming to play, I actually expected it to be a lot more hectic with this weather, but it appears to have calmed a lot of things down. The rain's kind of cooled a lot of the fires on track out. Nothing
no,
really.
Totally, I agree. After that virtual safety car there, it's just all quieted down quite a lot. Everyone's just settled down almost.
Cookie just looking to extend that gap by 3 seconds, just not able to do it against Magico as of yet.
Like really, the only person within a 10th of the person in front of them is Sir Deadman. He's 9/10.
Yeah, just
behind Ransen there.
But it doesn't matter because there's no DRS.
No, not really. He's not maybe getting a little bit of a toe. But he's got a very good exit though. He's caught up to him there by a good 4/10.
Yeah. And
he's using quite a bit of his electric though.
Sorry. You just referred to it as just like, oh, he needs to go down to the shop and put £10 on electric.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got Dead Man using all of his lecky! Sorry, that's a new one now.
It's lecky.
Yeah. He's on that lecky button.
Whenever I watch it, I never call it ERS. I always call it like he's using his electric rather than just saying it ERS.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier, to be fair, because I get fucking confuddled all the time with like ERS, DRS. Like,
Yeah.
I name them the wrong things all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was called. If I'm ever like, I always watch it. You see, every Sunday I'd be like, I wonder how much electric he's got left, rather than saying ERS. Like, I get confused then.
I'm gonna start doing that now.
Yeah.
Great commentary, Steve. What do you call the ERS? Lecky.
Lecky.
What do you call DRS? Gas. Max Verstappen needed to be on the phone to end power. DRS not working in, was it Spain?
It was Austria, actually, I think.
Was it Austria?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
it was I. Yeah. I kept opening and closing, I had to put tape on it.
Max, if you just want to press the button once, because you can
Just
imagine he's in the cockpit tapping it like a fucking 10-year-old playing Smash Bros.
Yeah. he's sitting there like literally punching it, trying to get it to work.
Max, just calm down, just try and press it once.
It's not working.
Oh, so funny. But, all jokes aside, last lap of racing. The leader not had much camera time, there's not been really any need to follow him, bar the first couple of laps. He kind of sped away almost instantaneously and has led this race pretty much from that point on.
Just don't spin out pink eye in the last sector, just don't do it.
He's going very, very slow. If you look at his accelerator, he is not not pushing that car in one bit.
I respect that.
Right on board with him now as he comes through these last two corners.
No change at all in the grid in the past 5-6 laps.
Not since that virtual safety car really, bar Ren and Deadman battling it out. But there it is. Pink Eye take his first victory in PRL, I believe.
Oh, what's Mr. Cookie done? What's he done? Did he get across the line, did he?
No, he's not. He's almost an inch off it. He's like an inch. But the issue is
what? He's lost his position.
Now he's third in my screen still, but this is interesting because this is all in the league rules. Because he's moving now. What? The car's moving.
What?
What?
That must be a glitch.
But
what?
The thing is the league. In an EA race like this, if you finish, it's like 75, a certain amount of percentage of the race, it classifies you. But it depends whether Joe rules it as a DNF or if he's going to allow him to be classified. I don't know. A lot of people try and force a spin across the line. If he's tried to do it in DNF, I don't think he deserves a third place, and I think he should DNF.
He's lost his P2 there by being stupid. Why would he do that?
Is that what he was doing? Is that what he...
Yeah, he was trying to spin across the line. I'm pretty sure. And he's lost the place doing it.
Utter, like...
What? Mr. Cookie, come on. Why have you done that? Anyway. Congratulations to Pink Eye.
I'm so confused.
So, because it was like halfway along the straight, and then he spun, and then he's hit the wall. So he did it on purpose.
I think that he didn't cross the line. He was sat at maybe a metre or two from the line.
It said he had finished on the, but he'd finished behind El Magico. So,
I mean, he was definitely second. He was second. Did the little spinny winny thing. Magico passed him. Did he hit the wall and take his wheel off before Magico passed him? Or was it?
he must have. He must have crossed the line when he spun. I think because I didn't see the full thing you said.
No,
I kind of only caught the end of it.
Just Cookie didn't he have a 3 second? So he was going to finish behind.
Yeah, that's true. He was going to finish behind El Magico anyway.
But if he's
That's right.
DNF, if he's DNF before the line, you don't finish. No. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not a steward. Something for the stewards, I suppose.
Good luck. Good luck.
But yeah, what a stellar performance from IRS Pink Eye. From next week, we will be running obviously interviews for the top 3. So hopefully we can get enough kind of interaction within the server. Get a couple of drivers in after the race. Kind of have a couple of conversations with them. Hopefully, Pink Eye in the chat saying he's the GOAT. I've already told you. You can interview him if he comes in.
He just spun after the line and lost the tyre.
We've got a confirmation from Joe saying that he did 90% of the race, so he gets the points.
Fair play. Although still very risky.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to see it, but hey ho. So another week completed in the books, stored for everyone's entertainment. I believe I'm. Should we? I tell you what. Don't look, Ronan.
I'm not looking.
Next week, wait. Let's have a look. Joe enjoyed listening to you guessing. So next week we have it's a red and white flag.
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's not Austria. I'm pretty sure you named all of them, and then some that didn't even have an F1 track in the fucking country. You're like, Poland, don't race there, mate.
Okay. Do I have to do this? Yeah.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and if you don't get it, then I'll tell you.
Red and white flag, Monaco.
No. Monaco's not even on the calendar.
Is it not?
No.
Let's see.
I'll give you one more guess and I'll give you a clue.
It's just red and white.
It's just red and white. Do you want a clue?
Canada.
Yeah, the guess is.
Thank God.
So, round 5 next week will find us. Is it next week? What's the date next week? The 19th, yeah. So the 19th, yeah, the 19th. Me and Ronan will return for another run at this commentary lark, and join us round 5 in Canada. So yeah, so from myself, obviously, thank you for everybody watching. Thank you for everybody who'll go back and watch the stream. I'm Liam, obviously. Thank you for joining. And then my commentary. Oh my God, why can't I talk? My co-commentator, Ronan.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck me. Over to you.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, everybody. I can't speak either.
We need to go. From us, thank you and goodbye.